Hi, and thanks for watching the News Bunker. I'm Andy Waits, and it's Tuesday, December 30th, 2008. A U.S. soldier is suing the military because of what he calls a pattern of religious discrimination. Some of the evidence he cites: prayers at military formations, attempts to convert Muslims in war zones, and a suicide manual that mentions God. I think the military would be okay with that guy not reading the suicide manual. Illinois Governor Rod Blago has spit in Washington's eye and appointed former Illinois Attorney General and current lobbyist Roland Burris to the Senate. I hope Caroline Kennedy kept receipt for the down payment she gave him. As President-elect Obama spends 12 glorious days in Hawaii, the 50th state is looking to leverage their connection to him to boost tourism. Because, who had any idea? Hawaii is a tropical paradise. And when visitors get tired of all the typical touristy stuff like stunning views and breathtaking beaches, they can schlep around the apartments where Obama once lived. Ford Motor Company has some exciting new technology coming in 2010: self-parking cars. It'll be an option available on 2 of their Lincoln models, presumably for people who are too important to park for themselves. But the technology should work great, because if there's anything Detroit knows, it's how to come to a grinding halt. Gas prices have fallen for 25 straight weeks across America, now averages $1.61 a gallon. You'd have to go all the way back to January 2004 to find lower prices. A year ago, we were paying $3.50 a gallon. Still, it may be time to revive an older, alternative form of transportation. Now a look at newspapers from around the world and across America. First, the New York Times. There's the war in Gaza. Wait, who's that babe? Oh, in a tough economy, it's harder for people to divorce because they have to leave cool houses like that. So I'm guessing this lady with her picture at the top of the New York Times will have plenty of offers from sugar daddies. And real quick, a glance at what could be the next generation of spaceship. Yeah, not quite the Enterprise, huh? Okay, here's a peek at the LA Times. Mass destruction of a mosque in Gaza. Hold on, let's scan that rubble. I'm sure there must be weapons in there someplace. Don't see them. And they say nothing ever happens in Fargo, North Dakota. Well, here's their paper, The Forum, and look at that. No murders last year. 0. Probably not since Steve Buscemi left town. And the big story, a pit bull attacks this man's pet dog. Just dominates the front page. You know what? Maybe they're right about Fargo. German engineering may have designed the house of the future with no heater. The residents stay warm with what's called passive heat. They make the most of the ambient heat from bodies and appliances running in the house. The building itself is double sealed, keeps that warm air inside, and apparently it works very well. With no need even for sweaters inside in Darmstadt, Germany, where it's 32 degrees today and in the teens overnight all week. There's a link to the New York Times story in the video description. Of course, no word in the article about how to cool the place in the summer, or what about the need for fresh air around, say, Oktoberfest, when everyone is full of beer and bratwurst. I'm just saying. Now, some comments on your comments, which, since we just started yesterday, the comments are pretty thin. But Just a Spec writes, are those global warming cannons available on eBay? Well, I searched eBay for global warming cannons, didn't get any hits, but some men with dark glasses in a black van pulled up to my house and wanted to talk to me about my search patterns. So, well, thanks for the comment. Please keep them coming. And finally, the Pearl of Wisdom. Today is the first year Bo Diddley won't celebrate his birthday. The guitar great would have been 80 years old today, but he died this past June. Sometimes his songs had no chord changes, and yet the beat alone was enough to carry them. He influenced everybody from Buddy Holly to Jimi Hendrix to Eric Clapton. Bo Diddley, born Ellis Otha Bates, was and is a legend. He said, "Don't let your mouth write a check that your tail can't cash." Well, that's it from the News Bunker. There's more news tomorrow. I would really appreciate your comments, and clicking on the yellow subscribe button would make my day. Check back here Monday through Friday for more reports from the News Bunker. I'm Andy Waits. Thank you for watching.